Good morning. We're actually at St Mary's Church in South Hylton. This is somewhere I've never been before. I don't know South Hylton that well. I've only ever been a couple of times, but not to this particular church. I've just had to go on Google Maps to actually find it. So what we find, I have no idea. I had to quickly Google before I got here, and I believe it's from about the 1880s. Now, the first impressions are that they've taken down a lot of the headstones, but so what we'll do was go around, go this way around. It's a prime example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's about 12 to 15 headstones down here, all being taken down. It was generally the practice in Sunderland to turn them into huge big gardens, these churchyards. It's a shame with this old parish church. I think it's disrespectful. Right, look, there's no reason why they couldn't have been kept up. Erected in the memory of John Wilde, who departed this life 28th of December 1852, aged 50 years. A husband kind, a parent dear, industrious while he sojourned here. I think travelled here, something along those lines. I hope they haven't taken all of them down. I can see some stood up against that wall. See if we can read any of these. It's a problem when you put headstones down on the floor. Obviously people can walk on them, but also the weather as well seems to really affect them. At least when they stood up, one side protected. It says Mary Todd. I do know from some of the Facebook stories that I've written, a number of people who lived in Bishopwearmouth and Sunderland were buried up here. A few ship owners and family. It says this church service is on a Sunday at 9:35, but it's 9:23 now, and there's nobody around, so I don't know if it's permanently closed. I'm going to have a look for an old picture online to see if there is what it would actually look like, because I can imagine this would have been full of headstones. And generally when a lot of these headstones are taken down, what I've come across in Sunderland is what was left and laid flat out wasn't what was there originally. I think any excuse to get rid of any broken ones. See, it's just hidden on here. I can't even read that. Also, their children who died in infancy, which was a common theme. We put how many children died in infancy. If you weren't going to list them all, you might just put 3, 4, 5. I think the most I've seen is 7 with that statement. And there's one over in the corner. So disappointing so far. Obviously I think this is where the local kids come to have a few drinks. Somebody's grown some tomatoes, strawberries. Right, look, it's just like a kid's den in here. Kids. I would normally have a walk over there, but I've got my new jeans on, so I think we'll leave that. There's another one. That's upside down, so I can't read it. Fingers crossed there's a few we can actually read, because if not, that's disappointing. Just to give some look, oh, that looks better. Just to give some location of where we are, the River Wear is just a few hundred metres further down there. Just south of the River Wear. The far end of Sunderland. That noise is the A19. As you can see, it's a relatively decent sized churchyard. Let's have a look if we can read that. Sacred to the memory of John Forster who died 23rd, I think that's 1851. If you go to Bishopwearmouth Cemetery, you can sometimes come across people who lived up at South Hylton. Oh, there's an example. Erected by Barbara Gibbon in affectionate remembrance of her husband Matthew Gibbon, who died 1866 in his 69th year, January the 30th. He was interred at Bishopwearmouth Cemetery, because the Bishopwearmouth opened in 1856. So before that point, if this church wasn't opened, people from here would more likely get buried in Bishopwearmouth Parish Churchyard. So we've got the daughter Mary Gibbon, who died 1883, 1 year. Barbara, who died 1888, aged 1 year and 10 months. Jane, this was the daughter who died 1838, that, who died 15 years. So, how many children there? Mary, it could be 1833 actually. Mary, Barbara, Jane, Mary, Sarah. So that looks like there's 5 of the daughters, and the ages there 21, 15, 26. So a lot of tragedy in that family. Oh, that's more beer cans and creepy dog. Erected to the memory of Nicholas Outerside, who departed this life November the 5th, 1854, aged 45 years, much respected. Something's just hit me that there might actually be another church in South Hylton, because the one I've seen pictures of had loads of headstones. So I'll have to check that out. As you can see, those wind turbines over that way, that's towards Nissan. More beer bottles. Another headstone turned upside down. Wine bottles. Finally some headstones. Let's have a look at this one first. That's completely weathered. Let's get a bit of nice lettering there. Ooh. Someone mentioned 1799, so I don't think this is the church I thought I was coming to. I should have done a bit of preparation, but lovely engraving there. I can read this one. In memory of Mary Ann Clark, daughter of John Clark, engineer of Bishopwearmouth, who departed this life August the 7th, 1837, aged 14 months. And also Mary Elizabeth Clark, another daughter. So we've got 2 more. To the memory of, I think that could be Mark Mary Hutchinson, farmer of Hylton Ferry, who departed this life April the 25th in AD 1840, aged 73 years. Mark, the perfect man, and beholds the upright man. The end of that man is something. Margaret Hutchinson, who must be the wife of the above, who died in October at 1850, aged 81 years. There used to be you could get the ferry across here to North Hylton, just on the other side of the river. There was lots of industry around here. There was a coal mine. There was a paper manufacturers just further along the river. Proper good old Victorian Georgian industry all around. Plus there was a lot of shipbuilding as well down there. And we've got one last one we might be able to get there to look at. Oh, it's completely unreadable. So, the Church of St Mary, South Hylton. I wouldn't be surprised inside if there's be a war memorial on, but if you look up there, it's got a lovely bell tower. So if I can read this one, see if there's any names. See it, Anne Heslop Todd. Oh, there's one. Looks like Nicholas Hart. Joseph Mason. Mary Young. But again, you can't really find out anything about them unless you go and do them records. So, just one last look. Bit of disappointment because this is a church is older than I thought it was going to be, and as you can see, it was like it's got pre-1850 burials. So, thank you very much for watching. Thanks.